Hi guys, Nicole here. So I get a question a lot about shoulder mobility and pain with shoulders and things like that. So if you are having pain with your shoulders, first of all, make sure that you get it evaluated. So like if you can't lift your hand up, you can't go overhead, like you should have full range of motion. I know I'm showing off right now. And I got it clicking. So clicking is fine so long as there's no pain. But if you're having pain, you need that evaluated by an orthopedist before you start any kind of exercise regimen. You might need to go physical therapy for a while. So we're talking to people who just are having some pain. Sometimes you get that stabbing pain right in there. Maybe you had a history of some type of injury, like a labral tear or something like that, but you've been cleared, okay? This is what we can do to continue to rehab that shoulder so that you have less pain. So you want to do these exercises 3 times a week. It's a good thing to warm up with. And then as you start to recover and you're doing better, you don't need to do them as often, right? Okay, but you're still going to need to do them sometimes because it's good to like continue to work on your rotator cuff. So got all those little tiny muscles in there that are really important. This is the most mobile joint in the body. Like it can go everywhere. What joint can do this? Nothing else, except for maybe your hands and your wrists, right? But we put a lot of strain on our shoulders and we don't train these enough, and we really should. It's very, very important. So I'm gonna show you some things. You get a band and you secure it around something that is not going to come flying at you as you are putting pressure on this thing, okay? So I'm gonna try and stay in the screen here. I might move this. Moving it. All right, so we're gonna start by just holding the band. So you're gonna start with your arm is a 45-degree angle there. You're gonna keep it close to your body, and you're just gonna hold it and you're gonna step away. And now you're just holding it. You will feel the muscles in here firing up, right? So that's step 1. You hold it for 10 seconds and then you work up to 30 seconds. Do that like 3 or 4 times. And make sure you do both sides, right? And that's step number 1. Step number 2, you start to get a little bit more dynamic with things, okay? So you're gonna hold it here, and then you're gonna step out and step back. Do this about 5 times. Again, you're just trying to hold your shoulder in place, and that's gonna fire up all of those muscles in there, okay? Do the same thing with the other side. So you're gonna start here, you're gonna do this for a few weeks, and this is all you're gonna do until you have no pain and it's easy. And then you're gonna start stepping out, okay? All right, and then after you've done that for a few weeks, 3 times a week, then we're gonna start doing some movement with it. So we can come out here, we've got tension, and come out and come back. So this is internal and external rotation of the shoulder. You can also do it from the other side. So just turning around. And then we're gonna open up. And you can see the muscles on the back there firing up. Okay, and that's more advanced. If you're continuing to have, if you have deep stabbing pain with that, it's too soon. Go back to the other exercises until you get to that point where you're not having that stabbing pain. There is another video as well that I did about using a lacrosse ball to like get back in here, because you can get all gnarly back in here. Oh, it's gnarly right now. I can feel that. You'll get knots back there, and you can't always like, you know, just drop everything and go to a massage parlor. So massage therapist, sorry. So getting a lacrosse ball and getting back into these little muscles, you can lay down on it or you can just use it on the wall to get all of that gnarliness worked out of there is another good idea too. So do those exercises. Those things will help. There's other progressions you can do as well, but that's a starting point, and that'll get you through the first, like honestly, few months as you're rehabbing your shoulder. 3 times a week. Make sure that you're doing those before your exercises. Get that lacrosse ball and really get in there. You can go in the front, you know, you can work it around in here, work it around in the back, just working out those muscles. And you might have to do that even in between sets. I've even done this in between sets. I had a really gnarly shoulder. This one still kind of pops on me, but lifting a 5-pound weight was so heavy. And now I'm up to 15s and I do fine. So go grow those shoulders, girl. You got this.